So now what we have is free plasmas. If you look what the free plasma means, it means it's not attached to a matter state, it's not attached to another, it's free on its own, and it makes itself the decision if it's going to absorb energy or release energy, which side is going to be North Pole, which is going to be South Pole. So now it's a free plasma. Don't forget, the sun itself is a free plasma too, so the Earth. So now, by releasing the atomic structure into a nanostructure, and then by changing it to a gas structure, we have managed to create the replication of the energy source as a plasma, the same as the sun. Every single atom, when it's separated into atomic Ganser state of a plasma, now is the sun on its own. It means it's a source of energy. This is where you see the magic, where to you has become a puzzling. How can we produce so much energy from such a little box without any heating? Because now we have managed to create a free plasma. And now, if you can master it and find it the right way, and now that you have the free plasma, allow the free plasma to be connected to the nanomaterial, to be connected to the wires, what you're going to get is indefinite energy. This is the new energy source. This is the breakthrough in the world of science, what you've been waiting for. To create a plasma which can release its energy on demand and freely. So you don't need the oil wells and you don't need the coils to burn. All you need is to free the plasma, and then once you freed it, bring it back that it can release its energy into the wire if you want AC, into the nano layer if you want a DC. Because plasma is only DC. It does not have alternative. It doesn't alternate at all. It flows because it flows through gravitational magnetic field and not through vibration. Here you need vibration. Here you need magnetic flow. Here is a total superconductivity, which is going to lead to new materials which we could not even dream of a few years ago we could have. So what you see now, to be able to put a level to the release of energy, we connect the wire from the supply to this chap and not to this chap here. And then when you do this, you set the parameter for the release of the energy from here to this, unlimited. The vibration of the frequency of the current present system allows us to extract energy at 50 kilohertz for the systems which are set that way on the AC, and the same if it's for DC. So now you can understand the science behind it, and then now we go through a step by step of how to convert this to this to this, and then attach this to this, but create an environment that the total three layers work together in giving you whatever you need. This is the secret, and this is why these systems are called MAGRAV, magnetic and gravitational. Magnetical is what comes out, the system wants to release. Gravitational is what system takes from the plasma to give to the environment, whatever the usage is at the end. It has taken over 40 years of research and development. It has taken years of hard work to be able to release this. I would have released this 10, 15 years ago, but at that time they accused me of using nuclear material. They accuse me. They tried to kill me 4 times over the Belgian authorities for discovery of such a simple technology. They called me a terrorist, and my organization, Keshe Foundation, was brought under persecution by the Belgian government to hide and disclose this, that no man can have access to free energy. Now it's yours. We stood 3 exiles with my family and 5 suicide, what do you call it, attempted murders, poisoning, for you human beings to be free to understand this, to have energy. And this is what it costs. Life of a family in the hand of a king who wants it to be dead that he can control, and that's all it is. Keshe plasma technology, what do you get as energy? That's all it is. That's as much as you can understand at the moment. But now we have moved into plasma. We don't talk about this, but in the energy system, you can see how easily now you do not need any oil. You do not need any fuel to burn. Even when we connect to electricity here, at this moment, we can connect to no electricity. We can use a plasma, but the performance is not at the level we expected. We can push it. In a coming time, we'll deliver a 3-phase up to 1 megawatt units that it can be done. But you have to realize something which is very important in the coming months, that here, at least with these units, you are connected to an input and an output. But in the coming time, understanding that each box is like a sun, you'll find out you don't need no connections. You take energy from the system as you wish without any wire connection. We already achieved this, but to commercialize it, it takes a few more weeks. You can literally take the unit, put it in the center of the house, and plug anything anywhere as you wish. They run themselves. You don't need to have an electric connection. What it means, if the fridge comes on to cover 30 or 20 degrees or 5 degrees, automatically takes power from this power supply. If you're in the house and you want your body temperature to be at 30 degrees, that you feel comfortable, it stays at 30 degrees. You want a boiling water at 60 degrees or 50 degrees. When you touch the water, it'll be 50, 60 degrees. We already have seen it. The people who are testing can tell you, you touch the material is cold, but in your hand is boiling. You feel the temperature. So we are in those kind of stages, but what is important, has been important, is to release this knowledge in a MAGRAP positioning, which is magnetic gravitational power units. Today, as we promised, as of 12 o'clock tonight, the units gets dispatched. Because we made an agreement with the World Peace Treaty that by 26, which finishes tonight at 12 o'clock, we are free. We kept the word to the government, and from tonight, all the units which has been purchased will be released around Europe. As I said, this CE certificate will be on the products from the first week of November. Is released to be done. American standard will be 2 weeks later, and the worldwide, the standards will follow through it. Where we stand with our own disclosure and with the same technology. But what my request from all of you is, do not wait for our system. What to do is to actually get on and literally make your own unit. Make as many units as you can and demonstrate it as you use it, because this is important. The important thing with it is, once we do this demonstration of technology worldwide, then governments cannot block the technology, because in the coming months, we show you something very interesting. Every time we release another blue box, we'll have a workshop day like this, that you understand what a workshop day is. What it means is very simple. We add a food unit, you can copy it. We add what do you call it? Energy unit, you can add to it. We add a health unit, you can add to the system. We add a system which can produce any material, you can add to it. So in the coming months, these BlackRock power units will give you everything which you need. Because if you understood, with all of us, we have managed to do one thing. We have shown you how to make a sun. That's all. Now, sun rays goes across the planet, across the solar system, unconditionally converts to what it needs to be at the time. So now we have found these units, we have replicated it in different forms, depends what you want it to do. Energy, food, medicine, call this Venus, call this Earth, call this Saturn. In different position in a space, we create different materials. Now we have the knowledge to do that. Now we have the capability, understanding in a simple conversion what to do.